Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I am David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Armada 2-player starter set. It is the game of epic naval warfare. So this is not exactly a board game. It's probably closer to a miniatures game, though it does sort of have a board, more like a paper giant poster of ocean stuff. But regardless, I wanted to do an unboxing of this. I'm curious to see if people will check in on this, if anyone else has been curious about it. I wanted a cool like ship-to-ship battle game for a while, and I just haven't really seen any that appealed to me. But, you know, this has fantasy races, so I'm all about that. So I'm pretty excited. This company, if I'm not mistaken, puts out the Kings of War miniatures game, which when Warhammer Fantasy Battles kind of died out, I was thinking about getting into because I liked the ranked up units, that kind of combat. I still kind of actually prefer that, but I just never made the plunge into that. I started playing Age of Sigmar a bit, and that game's all right, but you know. So regardless, I didn't buy their models. They are very, very similar looking factions to the Warhammer Fantasy ones, like very similar. But you know, that's okay. They were trying to catch that market of people, I think, who left Warhammer. But you know, this is on the high seas. This is all ship to ship. So I am excited to try something like this out. I think it could be really fun. So let me flip this over. And it says, are you ready for adventure on the high seas? This exciting 2-player set contains everything you need to fight epic naval battles on the seas of Panathor. Choose from brave Basilians or marauding orcs using the incredible ship models included. And it looks like it has it looks like it has 4 ship models for each faction, so that's cool. There are, of course, other factions you can buy and individual ships you can buy to add on to your fleet. So pretty cool. So I'm gonna open this up. I think it opens on the side here. So let me do that. Now, as I mentioned, this is the 2-player starter set. I don't know if there's rules to play with more than 2 players at a time. There might be. I'm not sure. A lot of times in miniatures games, they don't do that. I think it can be kind of awkward. It's kind of hard to balance that out. But who knows? Maybe they found a way. I don't even know if that's something they wanted to do. So, all right, let me open this up here. Now, in the past, when I've done games that are more, I guess, closer to being like miniatures games, not games with miniatures, but miniatures games, you know, those haven't really been my most viewed videos, I would say. So I don't know if this is going to be any different. But, you know, if you're looking for a ship combat game and this one's caught your eye, hopefully you will see this and you will enjoy it. So, wow. I got a lot of bubble wrapped things in here. So, okay. Oh gosh, I gotta be careful with these. So these do need to be assembled. And I believe they are all resin. So if you end up getting into this game, what you'll want to do is you'll want to scrub these models before you try to paint them. A lot of times there will be release agent residue on them from when they made the mold. And so if you just spray a primer on here, it oftentimes will not actually adhere very well. And that can be true of plastic miniatures too. I usually don't get bitten by that. I feel like most games I've tried have been just fine. I do have this game, it's like WWE Superstar Showdown, I think. And it has something like either 6 or 8 wrestlers in there. And I spray painted those things and be no problem because they were just regular plastic. And the primer was really, really tacky on there. And I probably should have just like washed it all off, but I decided to just go ahead and try to paint over it, which was tough because, you know, anywhere you touched it, you could rub that stuff off. So I managed to get it all painted and then spray fixative it, and now it's fine, but you know, it's not the best way to go. So, you know, we'll have to clip these off of these kind of unusual sprues here, but here, let me move this aside. I really want to show you some of the detail on this because it's really pretty impressive. This, I believe, is one of the orc ships. Looks like it anyway. But lots of really tiny detail on here, which is very cool. I'm hoping I can put these together, and you know, I'm not going to try to get super fancy with the paint job. I think I've kind of given up on that as far as board game sort of things go. And again, this is a miniatures game, whatever. But I kind of just want to get stuff to the table at this point. I don't have time to spend a lot of time getting it all perfect. So there is some, you know, flash on here where you have like little bits of plastic that don't really belong on the model, like this flat area up here that need to be cut off. So this is, you know, this is not you know, I don't know about assembly, but it's not like a very basic thing. Like you need to kind of know what you're doing a little bit, I would say, with these, because you want to go, or I want to go with a hobby knife and just cut that extra stuff off that doesn't need to be there. So it's, because otherwise it's going to look really ugly if you leave it on. So that's something to know. You have to do a little bit of modeling work on these to get it to work out right. I'm gonna see if I have any other things that are vastly different I can show you in this whole pack. Okay, I don't see anything. I'm gonna move this to the side. Let's see, these are labeled. So this is a resin orc blood runner. That's what that. That's what that ship is. Okay. I may have to put these in like plastic baggies when I put this away, because I do want to look at the models. I don't want to skip those because they're very cool, but I don't want my pieces to get all mixed up either. So we'll see what happens here. I should have counted how many factions there were before I started this, but I didn't. But there are several to choose from. I don't know, you know, to what degree they differ. But I am excited to try to find that out, because I think that could be a lot of fun. Okay. Here's another one. This is going to be a Basilian ship. I don't know if that's like human or what, but really pretty stuff in the, you know, the sails go into those holes there. So I think there's a little bit you got to stick on. Let's see if I can get their mast. I think I called it flag before, but sails is, I don't know, whatever. I'm not good with ship lingo. So really neat looking. I would highly recommend looking up some of the pictures of these painted up, because they look really flipping cool. I mean, that's part of what made me decide to go ahead and do this. But yeah, this is different stuff than your usual plastic. Another thing to know about this material is, if you use something to like sand down any parts of it that creates dust, you want to get rid of that dust. I mean, I don't. It could be that this resin is something different, but resin in general, you don't want to breathe in the dust from it. It's not good for you. So I think this might be an orc one too. I'm not sure. I didn't have like the tag on it. It just looks a little more ramshackle. You know, it's got wood planks kind of hammered on everywhere, but really cool looking ships. I almost feel like looking at the pictures of them didn't quite do them justice. Like, they're really neat. Oh, what am I looking at here? Oh, so I do think I saw a picture of this. I'm gonna try to get this in that thing. I don't know what ship this goes to. It's probably the one in the package is open, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, this goes on like the front of the ship, and they have this like swinging like fist thing, which I'm imagining is good for ramming, which I'm guessing is an option in this game, I sort of assume. Let's see. A Basilian Alohi? I'm not sure how to say that exactly, but let's take a peek at this. I was looking at the catalog of stuff for this online, and they also have like expansions. I think they're like just book, like rule expansions that have like sea monsters and like flying, I don't know if they're flying ships or just like, you know, essentially planes or what, but very interesting, fun stuff. Like, if I like this game at all, I will definitely want to get those to add those to my my fleets. Okay, what is this now? Oh, this is cool. Oh gosh. Okay. So this looks like it's going to go on the front of one of the ships. You can see it's very bent here. So I'm not sure with resin. This is going to be kind of different. If it was plastic, I would say put it under some warm water and then slowly bend it until it's straight, and then put it under cold water real quick, and that'll usually seal in place. I hope that will work with this. If anyone's watching has more experience with resin, definitely let me know, because I'm not sure. I'm sure I could Google it. There's got to be information out there, but I just don't know off the top of my head how best to handle that, but we're gonna see. Okay. I don't know how many of these I need to keep opening, because they're gonna be fairly similar to each other in some ways. Just gonna take a peek in here, see if there's anything especially different. Not too much. Okay, this is a little, I don't know if this is a tiny ship or if it's got some other kind of stuff in here. I don't think it has models in here other than ships, though. I don't believe. Could be wrong. We're gonna see. Okay, yeah, it's just a smaller ship. It's got a big old cannon on the front. That's really cool. I love it. These look super awesome. All right, and I'm not pulling out every single piece because I just don't know how helpful that really is to anybody. Like, is anyone going to be, you know, building this in their mind as they look on it? I kind of doubt it, but oh gosh, I wasn't trying to tear that to pieces like that, but okay. Okay, that's got to be the Basilians. I don't know if the Basilians are human or what. I don't know if I even already asked that question. I may have. So anyway, I'm just wondering. I just don't know. So, okay. There's one that's weirdly not in bubble wrap. It's just in a plastic baggie. A Basilian Gur Panther. Gur Panther? Okay. Let's get this open. So only this. This is a fairly large ship. The Basilian stuff doesn't have quite as much detail all over it. It's, you know, they're supposed to look smoother, less ramshackle. So, but it does have some nice stuff. Like the stuff on the front here. I'll get that back up there if I can. Like that detail is very cool. So, like that. All right, let's move on and see what else is in this box here. Okay, so we've got a number of bases here for the ships to go on. I'm trying to see if they're all the same size or not. Okay, there's one that's smaller. And then, I don't know what this is. It's got several, maybe names on it. I'm not sure exactly. So that's fascinating. I'll have to figure that one out. I'm not sure, but I think they're ship names, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. All right, we've got a whole bunch of 10-sided die and a couple 6-siders as well. Oh, 6-sided dice have like a little different symbol on them. That's neat. Okay, so this Basilian fleet upgrades. Let's take a look. Are they all Basilian or are they, yeah, an Orc fleet? Rules and upgrades. Okay. So I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so this looks like it might be covering like their, I mean, this is like basically a card to tell you what they're capable of, it looks like. Okay, maybe like it looks like maybe where the cannons are. I'm not totally sure, but that's what it looks like. Hammer fist, love it. All right, and these are Orc fleet rules, so I'm guessing that's going to be part of what differentiates the different factions from each other. So pretty neat, looks good. I'm curious what all they do on here. Okay, I have, it's like some cardboard here. Let's cut into that and see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out here because this is gonna be a little bit larger. These are really pretty. Whatever, there's all kinds of tokens. Okay. So we've got some, oops, zoom out here further. Here, let me do that. So we've got some islands. I believe this is like a tool for measuring your turns. Like I think you use the ruler here in conjunction with this to see if you can, you know, swing somewhere. I could be wrong. I kind of watched a little video on it, but I'm not sure. This looks like, and this is all just guessing, by the way. This looks like maybe it's like a thing to show like where your cannons can shoot, like give you an idea of what's within their actual like, not if line of sight is or line of fire, sure. So more island stuff, some, you know, rocky outcroppings, maybe some like sandbars. And we got helmets, we got anchors, not sure. All kinds of little just counters with numbers on them. I'm not sure what those would mean. And then here's more, this is like that that wood piece that I showed you where it has like little names on there. It's hard to see. Mind Fog Scroll, Master Carpenter. I wonder if these are like upgrades and stuff that you put either on your ships or on their cards so you know how they've been upgraded. So like a reminder. If so, that's really nice that they did that. I'm wondering if this is like a gameplay thing, or if it's like a first player token, or it's just something they tossed in there. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna unfold this all. I'm just gonna give you an idea. So this is your play mat. It is just paper, which You know, from a board gaming perspective, that's always kind of a bummer. Like if a board game comes with a paper board, like, ugh, it's kind of cruddy. But, you know, these kind of games are always kind of expensive because of the models and whatnot. So I don't actually mind this in this case, especially because, you know, I don't know if I will love this game or not. Keeps the price down a little bit, lets me try it out. I think they do sell a nice mat, but you could even do, you know, just on a blue mat like this, and that would be fine. You know, it gives you the idea. Of course, there's also other nicer mats that you can buy out there. Oh, here's another one of those things with like the names on it. I guess our names, and another small base. And then here is our rule book. Now it's pretty hefty, as you might expect from a miniatures game. They're nearly always pretty thick. So I'm gonna see, there's reference stuff. Oh, here's pictures of these things painted. They are so good looking. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if I can paint them that well, but I'm willing to try. Some fluff here on the back. So 92 pages, but we have the different factions here. Let me get, oh boy. Now, I don't know if there's more factions since this came out, so I don't know if there's actually everything. We have the Basilians, Orcs, Empire of Dust, which I think might be sort of a, you know, Egyptian undead kind of thing, like kings of tombs of some sort. Let's see, Dwarves. So, okay, yeah, I know there's more factions than that. So, yeah, big rule book, but a lot of pictures and stuff. So, I mean, it's, and some of these, like this is all story right here. So some of these pages are going to be done with background and that's about it. So that's fine. You know, it isn't part of the starter set, but I'm going to show you something else I got for this game because I wanted to do this ahead of time because if I'm going to glue things to bases, I wanted those bases to look cool. I got these acrylic bases. Now, what I'm wondering, and I'm betting that they don't, I was trying to see if they have enough bases to match what came in the 2-player starter, and I don't think they do because they've got, it's just a variety of sizes, and I don't know if you can buy just a specific size you want. I think they should do that because it's kind of cruddy if I have to get all these like bases that I don't really need. So, but let me get these out so you can kind of take a look. Something that's just available, not necessary. Oops. Oh, you have little things to peel off here. But yeah, there it is. Very nice. Looks like ocean water there. Pretty cool. This one's actually slightly bent, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, not too worried about it, but yeah, so that just makes them look a little nicer. I'm not trying to peel these apart right now, but they're coming apart on me, so just the little protective stuff they have on there. So anyway, that does not come with the game, but you know, like I said, if I'm going to glue them to bases anyway, if I do like it, I want to have the nice bases right off. So anyway, that's it. That is the Armada 2-player starter set from Mantic Games. I'm really excited to dig into this. It's going to take a little time to build this stuff though, especially since it is the resin and not like the regular plastic that I'm used to. So it might be a little bit trickier, but I'm not too worried about it. It's just something I got to do. But you know, it's just 8 chips total. I'm not sure how many pieces there are, so maybe that's a bigger deal than I'm making it, but I'm excited to dig in and give this a shot. So let me know if this is something you're curious about or just other games like this. If you have a good, like, you know, Age of Sail game, whether it's a fantasy-based one or one based in, you know, a more historical setting, I would love to hear about it and which ones you like, because that's something that I've just always been interested in. I'm hoping this does it for me, but let me know in the comments. Like I said, if you have any tips for dealing with the resin, because I've only done that a little bit. I think I have like 1 or 2 models from Forge World, which is associated with Games Workshop. That has like some special models that you can't get otherwise. Anyway, but I haven't done that much with it. So let me know. I would love to hear that, especially that bending that one to get it to be straightened out again. I would really like to do that because otherwise it looks a little bit silly. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.